I'm currently 1 week out from my first ever bodybuilding show, which is absolutely crazy. We're almost there, but it's not gonna feel like it. Because for the next 100 hours, I'm about to push my mind and body to the absolute limits with the world's most extreme diet, the depletion.
These next 4 days for Will are gonna be brutal. He's gonna be starving, he's gonna be tired. This is probably gonna be the hardest thing that he's ever done.
It's time to torture every last ounce of fat off my body. This is gonna suck. All right, let's let the fun begin, shall we? I don't know why I'm calling it fun. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have a feeling that I'm gonna be so flat that I'm gonna be two-dimensional by the end of this. But let's see the starting point here. 178.3 pounds. Okay. I mean, a lot of you guys think that I look sick, like already, like as it is right now. I have a feeling that when the 100 hours is up, I'm gonna practically look like I'm ready for my deathbed, but shredded, so. My macros over the next 4 days are going to be 235 grams of protein, 54 grams of carbs. I think the last time I had 54 grams of carbs in a day was the day I stopped breastfeeding. That is practically keto. 81 grams of fat. I can't afford to let my brain burn any more calories trying to do the math for the total calories. It's probably better left unknown. So I really have no idea. It's great. So let's get eating. Here are the rules for the next 4 days. 1, I need to get 12,000 steps daily. 2, I have to drink 2 gallons of water. 3, no artificial sweeteners. And 4, no additional seasonings besides what's listed on the plan. I think it's a good idea to wear this sweater just to remind myself that I'm gonna need a lot of it over the next 4 days. Here's meal 1. We got 8 grams of carbs from broccoli, which we all know are just pity carbs. Those are not real carbs. We got 4 ounces of chicken, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I think during the entire day, I have like around 6 tablespoons of olive oil, which is like my yearly consumption if we're not counting lube. My coach must have stock in an olive grove or something.
There have been times where I put peanut butter in people's diets, but this diet is pretty brutal and hunger is through the roof, and it's pretty easy for people to get out of control with peanut butter when I put it in their diet. Olive oil, it still tastes palatable enough, but you don't usually see people just losing their mind and going out of control with olive oil.
We also have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 4 days of this, women cannot tell me pregnancy is hard. You lose like what, 10 pounds in a couple hours during labor? Oh, that's good though. I love to eat.
On day 1, he'll start the day not feeling too bad, but by mid-afternoon, he's gonna be dragging pretty badly.
It's not gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be that bad. Also, as you guys know, I have to have 2 gallons of water a day, which I think is like 260 ounces. This is 20 ounces. So is that 13 of these? I have to drink 13 of these. So it's like a little bit of waterboarding to keep the torture theme consistent. Thankfully, scientists have determined that black coffee has no calories, and this is fair game. I'm gonna have an unholy amount of black coffee. You're gonna be okay, Will. It's gonna be a breeze. As you can see, my strategy is having a positive mindset and understanding that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, even though that tunnel is beginning to look like a maze. The only thing getting me through this is knowing I have this, a sweet potato waiting for me when the 100 hours is done. And I have a feeling it's gonna taste better than any birthday cake I've ever had. Now, I think the smart thing to do is reserve my energy for basic survival. Breathing, standing, keeping my eyes open. I just don't think I'm gonna have it in me to cook. So I got all my meals prepped for me. I'm picking it up right now because I think if the cooking was up to me, I would be having chicken breast sashimi by day 4 because I couldn't be bothered to cook it. So I went inside and got my meals. Look at these bags. They're so full. I'm so excited. Then I brought them home and filled up my fridge before putting together meal 2, which is pretty much the exact same thing I had this morning, with exception of asparagus for an exciting twist. And of course I had to add my olive oil and my salt. I dribbled a little bit of pre-oil there, and any other time I'd probably get a paper towel. But these are moments of desperation, calories that can't be wasted, so I just had to do it. So let's try that again. There we go. I absolutely deleted this meal before heading to the gym for my shoulders and arms workout. This is also the final full intensity workout up prep before we begin to taper the intensity all the way down. Training during a depletion is like Olympic diving into a frozen lake. They just don't go together. My body must be like, what is going on right now? Because internally, it's like, yo, this dude's going through accelerated atrophy. But then my mind is like, let's build some muscle, man. So I just don't even understand what's possibly going on. Poor thing must be so confused.
The purpose of this depletion is so that we can deplete his body of glycogen. When his body depletes glycogen, it makes more room for more glycogen. Glycogen being stored carbohydrate within the muscle. So it's going to flatten him out so that we can fill him up even more.
Given the circumstances, I will say the workout so far has been pretty good. Energy is decent, pump is decent, and that's because 2 days prior to the depletion, I had back-to-back high carb days of 410 grams of carbs. So I do feel very full. This morning's weigh-in was the highest it's been in quite some time. So I have good energy, but I think that's just for today.
He's probably going to be dropping a lot of weight as the day goes on, and this is going to lead to lower energy, and he's going to flatten out pretty quickly.
Oh dear. I pushed harder than I expected today, but during arms, it was hard to lock in because after every set, this happened. I just have to pee so much, it's ridiculous. Overall, I'm happy with my effort today, and from the physique update, the pump was pretty insane. Veins and lines are out to play before they begin their hibernation for the next few days. If any of you guys are following along the diet with me, I mean, I don't know why you would, but you can. Meal 3 is going to be 2 scoops of some whey protein. This is just taking me back to when I first started working out, run into the car to get myself a protein shake because otherwise that workout was wasted. 2 scoops for big glutes. I have a feeling that this is gonna taste like imported Italian gelato for me right now. Yep. Oh, daddy, that is creamy. You know when dogs get wet, they transform and become spunky? This is what's happening to me right now. You could have your way with me. I am just gonna savor this, take my time with this, and hopefully make it last more than 3 minutes. So. Next on the to-do list was to go downstairs and do 20 minutes of low-intensity, steady-state cardio. This cardio is in addition to the 12,000 steps. So these steps do not count towards my step total. So this is gonna ensure that I'm fully depleted, even if it does take a bit of my soul in the process. So we're gonna finish this up, then head upstairs, shower, and then have meal number 4.
This is where energy starts to become a serious problem. He should have brain fog.
This cardio isn't a
This is all normal, unfortunately.
So we're gonna finish this up, then head upstairs, shower, and then have meal number 4. Meal number 3, there's nothing exciting. Maybe the only thing exciting about it is that I get 5 ounces of chicken now instead of 4 ounces. I also have to remember to remove a couple grams of olive oil for the next meal because it came out faster than expected. It always does, especially when these little paws are involved. The last thing that I need right now is more broccoli. I just need some emotional support cheese, man. Oh, this diet is like a freaking arranged marriage because the only passion that I have is the desire to cheat on it. I did not think that I get sick of this on day 1. You know when you're in middle school and then your friend moves away, so you just miss them dearly? That is carbs for me right now. I don't think you want any of this, buddy. He's like, yeah, no. I think I'm jealous of you, Boba. Give me some of that chicken liver. It's also pretty amazing that after I eat the meal, it feels like I haven't eaten, and I'm actually hungrier after I have it. I bet you guys can't guess what I had for dinner. Chicken and green beans. You were so close. Not gonna lie, there's a lot riding on 5 ounces of chicken breast to successfully get me to sleep. I'm starving right now. My head is hurting. I kind of want to cry, but I'm not going to cry. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm doomed. Hunger-induced insomnia is a cruel and unrelenting mistress. I'm not... Oh, man. Good morning, my fellow depleters. Surprisingly, I slept pretty good. I dreamt about food the entire time, giving that sweet potato a home-brewed sour cream crown. But I feel really weird right now. Like my head is pounding. I feel like my brain is in a sensory deprivation tank and the water is slowly turning into sludge. Like my brain feels perma-hotboxed. I think the reason I slept so well is because I have absolutely zero feeling, emotion, ability to think. Like, I think the closest thing I could get to morning wood is if an actual tree crashes through my window right now. I just need a hug from the rock. But it's time to get up slowly. If I get up too fast, I see my ancestors. But we're gonna get up slowly, head over to the scale, and see how much weight we lost. I really don't think I'm gonna believe anything over 130 pounds with the way I feel right now. 175.3. So we've lost exactly 3 pounds in a singular day. It's pretty crazy. I feel like an actual string bean. I have no vascularity. I think the sweet potato has more vascularity than me. But the plan now is to go take some check-in photos, and maybe if I look leaner, Coach will give me more food. So we have to do our best to look absolutely shredded right now.
It was much harder to flex today, and I definitely don't feel nearly as tight, but the goal is still to look as shredded as possible so we can potentially get some more food.
Exact same breakfast as yesterday. My diet has as much variety as a frickin' Mormon marriage. And usually I wouldn't be a guy to complain about a constant stream of breasts in my face, but I would not mind digging into some thighs right now, or any dark meat that's around. The only positive thing about this is eating the same things every day makes things easy, but easy is not fun. I want to run away from the flavor in my mouth. I think I need to chug some bleach just to feel something, man. It's pretty crazy how I actually feel fatter today than yesterday. I think by midday today, I'm gonna be as flat as my high school ex thought the earth is. But we do have something exciting today. I thought about it last night and I can't stop thinking about it, and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later today.
After I had meal 1, I wanted to have a relaxing morning, so I enjoyed a large coffee. This was also my third. It's also only 9:30 a.m. Then I went downstairs to the hot tub just to chill while I look at some food on Instagram. Take a look at my Explore page. I have so many recipes lined up after the show. I'm so excited. But little did I know I was making a monumental mistake that's gonna bite me in the ass a little later in the day.
I really messed up. Meal 2, 4 ounces of chicken breast, a tablespoon of olive oil. I thought I would be clever and try air frying my asparagus to achieve some sort of satisfaction, but all it did was turn my source of culinary depression into something a little crispier. I don't know if I was hoping for some sort of French fry effect, but I did not get that. If anything, it shriveled up quite a good amount. 1 cup of green veggies, man, I'd be packing that cup like a frickin' condom at a Colombian border crossing. I'm never gonna take food for granted again. I'm really feeling it now. My head, my legs are heavy. Literally everything that doesn't involve just sitting and staring feels very overwhelming to get done. I'd rather eat any other part of the chicken
than the breast. I'd even eat the beak. These are the moments you ask yourself why you're doing this, you know? And honestly, oh my God. When I was younger and I misbehaved, my parents would give me a toaster and a radio as a bath toy. But I feel like if they just threw me on this diet, I'd behave and that'd whip me into shape much faster than other thing. At this moment, I began to really struggle, literally almost falling asleep with food right in front of me. I completely actually forgot I was recording. It's really not the hunger that's getting to me. I just felt extremely weak, and my body feels like it's shutting down. Yo, today's an off day from the gym, so I kind of just don't know what to do. And you just don't want to pair loneliness with bodybuilding prep, being at home, because why would I want to be in my own thoughts? So we're out right now, and I'm just going to try to figure out some things to do. I somehow ended up at the grocery store, which sounds counterintuitive, but apparently it can help blunt your appetite. Right away when I walked in, I was confronted with diet soda. I want Richard in my mouth so badly. I'm going through some serious withdrawal. I basically treated the grocery store like a hot topic. Like, you're going to spend a lot of time in there, but you're not going to buy anything. So I hung out with the candy, then I hung out with the chocolate, and then the chips, hoping for sensory overload, but nothing really happened. So then I made my way over to the bakery to smell some food. I saw these apple fritters, smelled them, hoping for a reboot, and nope. It just made people really concerned, so I left pretty quickly. I've officially decided I'm gonna start shopping for my carbs when the 100 hours is done. My mind is so far in the future that I feel like I'm living in the past right now. Like, Brian Johnson wants to live forever. He should just try this diet because it feels like forever. Rice cakes acquired. Man, this feels good. I'm gonna need tremendous amounts of therapy after this. I then grabbed some Gatorade powder, even though I'm Team Powerade, some white rice, and then some maple syrup. Not the fake kind, the real kind. Doing this actually really helped because it excited me for the days to come. Next on my to-do list is I want to get my wife, Katie, a little appreciation gift because bodybuilding prep is a very selfish thing to do. It's life-consuming. You change as a person, and people who are very close to you in your life, their life is going to change indirectly too, whether you want to admit it or not. So I just want to get her something. I mean, she didn't sign up for this. I kind of threw her into this with me. And relationships, you know, as much as you want it to be 50-50, sometimes it just can't be. It's been 80-20 for her, 90-10, literally 100-0, sometimes with how I'm feeling. So I just want to let her know I appreciate her, and also I know what she wants because she told me and I listen, okay? Katie loves the bookstore and she really wanted this sweater. It's a pile of books with a cat on it. She just loves books. She loves cats. Her rapper name is Katie Cat. This sweater was literally made for her. She's gonna look so cute. Then I got her some flowers, her favorite slice of pizza, and then some treats. A lot of treats, actually. I couldn't stop. I was projecting, and it was a release that I really needed. This is gonna be the first thing she sees when she comes to the door. She's gonna be so excited.
Why? You got me the chapters thing?
Yeah.
That's really nice of you.
Safe to say, Katie enjoyed her little surprise, and it made me so happy seeing her so happy. Hopefully watching her eat them makes me feel a little bit better too, or at least torture me in the best way possible. Do you guys remember this morning when I said I had a brilliant idea? This is probably the best idea I've had since adding Kegels to my morning routine, and that is this. What is this, you ask? Great question. This is meal number 3. This is 2 scoops of protein, and I kind of forgot I owned a Ninja Creamy. So it's 2 scoops of protein with just water, and we're gonna make ice cream instead of just drinking it. Genius. Like, oh my gosh, the things that excite me. Taste-wise, my expectations are as low as my self-esteem.
I mean, it tastes nothing like ice cream. I mean, I've never had ice cream on a plane. It tastes like airline ice cream. It's like Ben and Jerry's went on a wellness retreat, had a really bad acid trip, and decided real ice cream is the devil. Definitely creamier than vegan ice cream, but that's really nothing to brag about. That's like bragging that you got into high school. However, minus all of my complaining, this is great. So much better than just liquid. What's up? Daddy too shredded? Yeah.
The ice cream was actually amazing. However, if I was in the right state of mind, calling this ice cream would be like calling grape soda Dom Perignon. But what it did do was bring out the veins. This is starting to look pretty freaky, my friends.
I really messed up. I took the morning pretty easy and didn't really worry about steps, when in reality, I probably should have got majority of my steps out of the way when I was feeling fresh, like I did the day before. So now I have a lot to do, and it's almost 7 p.m. This hill is like Mount Everest for me right now. On the bright side, I'm no longer afraid of zombies, because I am one. I'm gonna pass out. Man, this shit is hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. You know, I just keep on telling myself, I'm like, I made the choice to do it. I can go to the fridge anytime I want and stop doing it. And there's people in the world that don't even have the luxury to do this stupid meal plan that I'm on, so I mean, it can always be worse. But. The last meal of the day is by far my favorite meal because I feel like a baller with 7 ounces of green beans. It just seems like a whole lot of food. Maybe I've turned into an optimist because in the past I would have been insulted by this portion. Although the ratio of veggies to chicken does make me a bit grumpy. You jealous of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had pizza and you basically had like a month's worth of carbs on my current diet.
Does it taste like your last meal?
It does. It does.
I'm really starting to take my time with my meals. I'm so proud of myself. I'm also very happy to see there's a new season of You. Hopefully this new season can distract me from the next level hunger I'm enduring. Woke up this morning at 174.8 pounds, which is pretty low. Lowest I've prepped so far, and looking at the physique photos, that's the leanest I've ever been in my entire life. Absolutely crazy. I just can't believe the lines that are coming out, how dry I look. The legs are really coming up. So I'm super happy with the look. Sent the pictures to the coach. Coach is like, time to add more food. I got super excited. Little did I know he actually just meant I gotta add an extra tablespoon of olive oil and an extra quarter teaspoon of salt to meal number 1. That is a ratio I do not wish upon even my worst of enemies. Like, it is actually crazy, and for some reason I decided to get a straw to try drinking the olive oil, and it tasted like I just tasted the Pacific Ocean. But now we're at the gym right now. Time to get a workout in. I feel terrible. I've had COVID before. This feels worse. But I'd probably rather have COVID because I lost my appetite with it. Here is my workout today. Things are a little bit different than normal. We got rules. 1, no sets close to failure, roughly 70%. And 2, no more than 2 minutes rest between sets. At this point of the prep, we don't want to break down any more muscle. There's really no point. I also won't look as sharp. These workouts are all about further depleting my body and getting blood in the muscle.
I tell you what, thank goodness it's only 70% today, because 70% feels like 120% of my current capabilities right now. Like, blinking feels like cardio. Carb depleted and emotionally unstable is quite the dynamic duo.
I'm finding it incredibly challenging to not give every set, every single thing I got. Like leaving stuff in the tank like this much is so mentally weird to me. But the funny thing is, this is probably how most people train on a daily basis. And those people are the ones that are like, why am I not getting results? Why do you look the way that you do? It must be steroids. It's like, no, you just don't train hard enough. Like you really gotta push it. You gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm definitely not gonna miss being dizzy after every single set though. Workout complete. The weights were so light, I actually feel like my calluses were healing over the entire time. Ice cream. If you haven't been paying attention, then hey, put your phone down and listen. If you're watching this on your phone, disregard. Right here is basically an overview of what I've been eating every single day. No switch ups, chicken and vegetables with olive oil and salt. This is why my ice cream is such a treat. It's the one thing that breaks everything up. Literally at this point, it tastes like straight up Haagen-Dazs to me. So far today has been a pretty good day, but that doesn't mean things stay that way. Usually the second half of the day is so much worse. I actually found a totally legit Harvard study on energy and mood levels of bodybuilders during depletion, and it looks like this. Me with my ice cream, I'm right here. But what that means is a low is coming. Coming very soon.
I am so down bad right now. I just had a shower and I brushed my teeth for a snack. Cinnamon clove. Apple fritter. I can confidently say I've never done that before. But usually when it hits like 4 p.m., I become like a completely different person. I like completely shut down. I feel like my body is shutting down. I had to close the blinds because the sun hurts my head. I can't watch TV because the TV hurts my head. I feel like if I stand up, I'm gonna fall over. I'm also extremely moody. I'm basically a keto Kardashian. No carbs, all drama. But yeah, so I'm just gonna lie here. Everything just feels so overwhelming. Even holding this camera is a lot right now. My vision's kind of messed up too. I feel like your fight or flight is so activated. You just see like tunnel vision. It's a weird place to be. $174.6 pounds this morning. And man, do I look flat. Flat as hell. Social media standards, I look like I don't even lift. I look like I don't even touch a weight. Real life standards in the real world, I still look pretty good, yo. So, but that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for social media standards. I look terrible, terrible. No veins. It's the worst I've looked during this depletion. But surprisingly, it's the best I feel. I think my body has completely wiped out all of the carbs from the days before the depletion. So I think I'm like running on fat. I think I'm actually in that ketosis state. Don't get me wrong. I am so excited to have that sweet potato. That thing is mine. And I look at it every single day, like, what was the farmer giving this thing? It's so far from organic. It's like the Ronnie Coleman of sweet potatoes. This is the last day, technically, of a calorie deficit, all of prep. This is the last day, and then we start carving up. I might shed a tear. I gotta clean my microwave, man. Another thing that's pretty weird is one part of me I think about eating so much food that I need to lie down and like elevate my feet just from a complete binge. But then another side of me, I actually feel like I might miss this diet that I'm doing right now, this phase of like the olive oil and stuff. Like, I don't know if me watching the new season of You is like rubbing off on me. It's like some sort of like culinary Stockholm syndrome situation, but the fact that this is the last day and it's like so routined for me right now, I think it's gonna be a little bit sad when it's all over. But we are 24 hours away from enjoying that sweet potato. So I'm gonna eat this and then do the same thing that I do every single day. Take over the world.
Hopefully you guys got the Pinky in the Brain reference. Taking over the world really means to get my 12K steps, pounding water, getting my workout done, doing more cardio, eating my ice cream. This one today was really, really good. Having more chicken and broccoli, and that's pretty much it. With my physique being so close to its final form, I was actually pretty curious to see what my body fat was, so I went in to go get it tested.
What do you think I'm gonna be?
Like 5?
You think 5?
5 or 6?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want lower?
I think this is giving me a really unhealthy relationship with my body. I'm thinking like, I feel like 11 in my mentally, but my heart's telling me like 7.
Okay.
In order to make the body fat measurement as accurate as possible, we measured each site 3 times to get the average.
There's barely anything to grab onto. 5?
5?
5.
I thought you were gonna be like -1. -1.
Let's add it all up. 5, 8 divided by 3.
Calculations have been made. Give me the news.
So you came just shy under 15 millimeters. So
okay.
to be exact, 14.67 millimeters. And if we refer to this chart over here, 15, the sum of skin fold measurements is 15. He's probably around 5% body fat. 5%.
Is that, it said 29 years old would be 4.8?
4.8.
Okay, so
there's nothing. He's wearing a skin suit.
The caliper test is a pretty accurate test for your body fat, but I still wanted to get a second opinion, so I tried the in-body scanner.
slow down.
Slow.
Stop at 3.2%.
Oh, wow.
There's no... I'm 3.2% body fat. Someone get me a donut.
You feel good?
Yeah.
You're still pumping just the same amount of weight?
Yeah, my testosterone's tanked though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tested it too.
Obviously, looking back at this footage, there's no way I'm 3.2% body fat, and the only thing that's clear to me is that I desperately need a tan. But nonetheless, I'm gonna celebrate the 3.2% anyways, because at this point, I'm gonna take anything that I can get. What was once a full fridge of food has come down to the last Tupperware of chicken and veggies. I can't believe we made it. I've had so much chicken breast, I feel like me, myself, might sprout a damn feather. I never thought I'd ever see myself weigh out salt. I thought I'd see myself getting calf implants well before that. Tastes just as good as the first time I had it. I'm telling you, if I did not get my meals prepped, I think I would have burnt the house down. Like, I don't think I had the capacity to cook, so thank you, Prep Shop. If you guys do this crazy thing that we call bodybuilding, I highly recommend checking them out. Link is in the description. Code WILL for 10% off. But we're there. We're right there. I can smell the stage. I can smell it. I'm gonna try the chicken breast. This has been the chicken that's been sitting in the fridge for 4 days. It's the rejected meat. But I can sympathize with that because I was once rejected meat. So that's why I always make it a priority to fit it in. I look so sad. You took me in. You took me in like I'm taking this chicken breast in. You see? It's pretty cool, huh? Day 5. We made it. I'm alive. Morning weight, 173.8 pounds. So a big drop from yesterday. Total weight loss, 4.5 pounds in 4 days. So pretty substantial, pretty drastic. Looking at the before and afters, I definitely see a huge difference, especially in my quads. They sharpened up a lot. I do look a lot flatter. Don't look as full, obviously. But I think the idea is to look bad, to look worse, to then look better. Hopefully that's the goal. Even just flexing in these footage, even just flexing in the after footage hurt.
Like I can't, like my muscles are actually aching. I can't connect with them at all. So hoping the carbs, I just soak them up like a sponge. So that has been the depletion, everybody. And you know what that means.
Hello, you. I've been watching you for a while now, admiring your vascularity. You have that pump to tease me, don't you? Those sweet carbs of yours waiting to breathe new life into my depleted body. You've been so patient. If Katie's ring goes missing, it's because you deserve it more. I'm not sure my dopamine receptors are ready for you. The way you let my knife receive you, it's like you're ready for me.
How's the sweet potato, babe?
I'm having my first bite right now. Well, I'm gonna enjoy this sweet potato. I'm gonna take my time with this sweet potato, and I'm gonna see you all next week for the show day video. Bye-bye.